All right, how's everybody doing? Um, yeah, yesterday was a crazy day. I woke up today and I was like bummed out. I was like, God, we're here at the end because I was really like wigged out over that January 26th thing, which, and then it's like as you go through the day, the more and more you go through the day living in the world, you're like, nothing's going to happen. It's not going to happen. Well, today Biden signed all these executive orders, and one of them was about the poke poke. And remember, the poke poke came to um, killing the guy or said his name and then had the word death on it. I forget what it was, but that's what the poke poke came to was his death. We saw that yesterday. It's in one of the videos, and so this thing was titled "Tackle the Pandemic" because he signed that into bill today. And it came up when you tackle the pandemic, it's got the 404 in it. And, you know, we know we're in the book of Revelation, but and this is in the Jewish Gematria, it comes to 404. And when you look at the things that it comes to, it says moon in Aries. Where are the planets in astrology right now? Hang on. Well, see, the moon's been in Taurus for, I think, that's 26 hours. Because remember, it goes 30 degrees. The moon, all these travel 30 degrees. And it takes 2.5 days usually for the moon to cycle through an astrology sign, which again, astrology is very fake. We use gematria because they use gematria. We look at astrology because they look at astrology. Astrology is very fake. The gematria is just math, but they set their things to gematria, and his word told us that it is the number of a man, and so you calculate the number of Trump frontwards and backwards. TNN SIX SIX SIX. You get Donald John Drumpf, and Don Drumpf comes to 666. In simple gematria, simple in English gematria. So it's not an Aries moon. The moon wasn't in Aries today when he signed it, but the moon was in Aries during the inauguration. Yeah. Then it says U.S. president. Okay. Now, the name of it is called Tackle the Pandemic. Comes to Day of Judgment. It comes to, which doesn't do much for me. None of these three do much for me. Unless you're talking about a U.S. president, which Donald Trump was. Brace yourself. Shark attack. Well, he is the shark. Or is there a shark attack from him? Of course, anything that goes on, it'll be another false flag. The Great Wolf or Great Wolf Lodge. Well, the Great Lodge, we know what it is. Short, it's the Illuminati. But it's his. It's all for him. Remember, they're Scottish, right? His mom was born in Scotland. And there's York, right? He was born in New York. And then March 20 comes up. And again, if nothing happens, on the 26th. We'll just keep looking at stuff. But there was a lot of stuff we really went over yesterday. So, you know, the Wolf of Wall Street arrived at my house today. And I'll try to watch it Friday to see if there's any clues, anything on a clock, any dates written on a sheet of paper, anything. And Wall Street was where The Dark Knight Rises took place by and large. That's where we first saw that's where we saw two 121s. Was at the New York Stock Exchange on Wall Street. And the only other 121 of the movie, there were three 121s, and the other was Bane's plane. Wolf of Wall Street, it's a wolf full moon. And he will be playing Donald Trump in the movie, I'm more than sure. But I'll look for those clues. We know that Leonardo DiCaprio played Donald Trump in The Great Gatsby. We detailed that one. So that's really all. We've got your comments. Some of them I've already talked over, so they've disappeared from here. One thing that Jamie said, she said, every year as springtime draws near, this scripture comes to mind. 2 Samuel 11:1. It happened in the spring of the year at the time when the kings go out to battle. Oh, she's thinking about that's when we would go to war. That'd be very interesting. That David, we're looking for that dark winter though too, so it's tricky. That David sent Joab and his servants with him and all Israel, and they destroyed the people of Ammon and besieged Rabbah, but David remained in Jerusalem. Our friend Eric said he gave Batman and Robin, the Corona bomb to free the cops and everything. LOL, political theater. Everything they do is political theater for sure. The hero needs to save people from something, right? Absolutely. I got a picture of let's go through the only other thing I had prepped was a picture of my Aunt Helen. Remember I told you that Hoffa, the way he talked and the way he looked, I was like, he was like a younger male version of my Aunt Helen, because that came up today in a Facebook memory. Yeah, I shared an old memory of The Apprentice. But yeah, I took the picture. That's my late father. This is my mom's side of the family. Her brother, her sister, and her oldest sister, Aunt Helen, which looks so much like I showed you in a close-up, just looked, I told you, looks so much like Hoffa. And the way Hoffa, well, Al Pacino, the way Pacino spoke in the movie, his mannerisms remind me so much of my Aunt Helen. The way he talked, the way he looked, I was like, it was just uncanny. And she's still alive. She's in her mid-90s. I've got a step-grandfather who's in his mid-90s, and I've got an aunt in their mid-90s, or mid to upper. My step-grandfather is in his upper, 97. That's all for that. I feel like there was something more I was going to share with you. Let me pause for a second and just think. I don't know what it was. It was some stuff from Joseph, and I wanted to take y'all through it because he had a lot of Gematria stuff. Tribulation comes to 846. Trump killed comes to 846. First plane hit at 846. You had an 846 at the 8 minutes 46 seconds. Trump dead January 26 came to 222. And see, he knows about all this stuff. I'm not really that sharp on all this stuff. It's a different type of gematria. And he shared it with me, and I just hooked it up. But it came to 222. Trump dead January 26. Full reductor. See, I don't understand what full reductor and ALW Kabbalah means. I mean, we know Kabbalah is something we're not supposed to use, but they use this type of stuff in gematria, so that's why we look it up. English ordinal, Jewish ordinal. Well, let me just see. Like if I key in Don Drumpf, we know that comes to 666. Or when we just key in Trump, we know it comes to 888. English ordinal. So that's what English ordinal means. Okay. Then there's a reverse ordinal, and then there's a full. See, I don't know what all that stuff means. I could figure it out, I guess, by looking. When you put on it, it tells you. So it'll take me time to figure it out. Okay. So English ordinal means English gematria, or what the other website calls English gematria. Okay. Anyway, he had a lot of stuff. Taco Tuesday 222. A lot of the numbers connected. 223. Well, see, that's English ordinal. And you remember the song Strawberry Letter 22, but the name of it is Strawberry Letter 23. But all throughout the song, they called it Strawberry Letter 22. I'd showed y'all that a while back, and I never understood why that was like it is, or why that was like it was. It says Strawberry Letter 23, the brothers Johnson.
If you work in a team, you've got.
Yep, we got. You got. Got. So y'all get the idea. Strawberry Letter 23. Strawberry Letter 23 lyrics. They never say 23. They always say 22. A present for you, Strawberry Letter 22. So when I saw the, you know how my brain just picks, y'all know how my brain works. So when I saw just then the 22 and the 23 with meaning, like, does that mean, is that what that's, come on. That's just how I'm, I don't know. I'm sure it means nothing. 222 or 22, 23. Why was he putting all this together, though? I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. 26 looks possibly, although would seem so obvious on Kobe's anniversary. And I didn't know it was Kobe's anniversary at the time. I said, no, Kobe going down is perfect. 777. Order out of chaos. 777. Trump death comes to 126 in simple gematria. So does Joe Biden shot. So does Trump death. So does Donald Dunshat. Buccaneers Super Bowl 222. Tampa Bay Buccaneers win Super Bowl 37. 2003. Super Bowl 37.
Here's a summary from Wikipedia.
Yeah,
Super Bowl 37 was an American football game between the American Football Conference champion Oakland Raiders.
That's his team, and of course, the Bucs might be in it again. So they won that on the 26th. And I remember there was a few Super Bowls where they didn't have an open date, or they didn't make it 2 weeks between the championship Sunday and the Super Bowl. And this might have been one of them, because that's awfully early. Most of them in the modern era have been in early February. So Super Bowl history, Wikipedia. List of Super Bowl champions, Wikipedia. When we go down to the chart and you look at the dates, once you get into February, 2002, it still was late January. That's my bad. You got into February in 2001, back to January as it was previously back to January. So that was before they extended the schedule to 17 games and an open date I don't know. But now you see, starting in 2004, it's always February. It's always been February. So I was just curious to see if they had backed it up. That's all. If they backed it up just to make that date fit. Never mind. Who that person is. Trump killed comes 222. Trump shot and killed 222. Trump Taco Tuesday 222. Trump killed 846, which is the hoax code 846. First tower hit at 846. George Floyd hit at 846. And when we say hoax code, we mean false flag. We don't mean 9/11 was a hoax. We mean it was a false flag. You're not getting told the true story. Antichrist comes to 121. Revelation comes to 121. Blood sacrifice comes to 121. And if you're not sure what the 121s mean, that was, well, I already explained it. That was the Dark Knight Rises 3 times. We saw that code. Donald Trump 121. The illness outbreak comes to 121. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which all that's a psyop. All this stuff about Bill Gates is a psyop. Just like the vaccine, I've been saying for a long time, probably is just a psyop. And sure enough, it comes to his Antichrist death or the Antichrist assassination. Order out of chaos 222. So he's really good at looking this stuff up. That's not my forte. Joseph's really big with this type of search, so we appreciate it. I mean, you can see how involved Joseph is. He's been studying this stuff for a long time. Just like Michael is really good at looking at the other gematria for us. So anyway, I have saved this to a bookmark. I'll try to play around with it a little bit. Now we're done. Now that's everything. All right. Love y'all very much. Looking at the 26th. That's the big day. We'll see. Love y'all.